Hey everybody, welcome to your very impromptu Facebook business page changes that occurred yesterday on leap year, which is a great way to remember it. Now this video is going to be longer than my normal how-to videos, so hang with me. Again, this is pretty new to me, so I'm going to cover as much as I think is important and to get you going on this. It will not officially go public, if you will, until the end of this month, March 30th. Then we won't have a choice. So play around with it. You have 30 days to do that and get with your graphic artist. So let's go through some of the highlights. First, the overview, feature overview for the new timeline for business pages. The cover photo, you're no longer able to offer promotions. You can't sell. It can't be text. I'm not even sure if you can have text on there. So until we start to see some other examples, I'm not doing anything yet. I'm not going to go live with mine until I learn more. But if you want to get started and you want to be thinking about it, there's the pixels, 851 by 315. The profile picture is 180 by 180, and that's normally your logo, which will be down there in the corner. By the way, everyone can preview this just by going to your business page. It allows you to preview it. Tabs are no longer on the left, they're up at the top, and the cool thing is, as we start thinking about using this stuff for marketing, you want to think about how can I customize the tabs. The only one you have to have is the photo tab, but the other tabs you can customize with any picture you want, and those are 75 by 75. Company milestone is something that you would set up for something like when your company was founded. You might want to set up a milestone, and that's a huge picture. It's 843 by 403. There are 4 custom page tab design tools. I think most of them are free. There's a link, and here's the name if you don't have this link. TabSite is one I'm very familiar with. Wildfire App, PageModo, and ShortStack. Now, you still can have a custom landing page. However, people that do not like your page are not going to go to that custom landing page anymore. You have to try and entice them to like your page, and this is going to be an interesting challenge for us. And as people get creative, please feel free to share your ideas with everybody on Springboard's business page on Facebook. That way we can all help each other and grow. Some more features. This is an area where we can use for some marketing. We can actually take any of our status updates and pin them so that it's always up at the top. And it lasts up to 7 days. And so that's something I'm going to continue to do, and we'll go look at that. We're going to go look at all this right now as soon as I'm done going through it. You can feature a milestone. It fills up the entire width. I call it like a double wide trailer. So the milestone can fill up the entire width of the wall. It must have a photo with it and must have a date for milestones. You can now private message individuals. People that like your page, you can send them a private message, which is really cool. Also, when you click the star to edit a post, you can highlight that post. And if you highlight the post by clicking the star, it makes it that double wide size. It takes up the whole wall. And then on your wall, this is probably one of the things I'm most concerned about, next to not being able to welcome people to my page with a custom landing page and then offer them a download when they come in and like my page. But on your wall, you can either show highlights, which is what Facebook determines they're going to show, your friends, their activity, posts by your page, or posts by others. So again, I'm not real happy with this. I like when it's the page post and post by others, but unfortunately we have to toggle, and we have that choice when we go to somebody's page. Continuing on, the views in the apps, those are the boxes up at the top now. You can the photos is a must, and you can show 3. You have the control for 3, so you're going to use those for marketing. Above the button, there's a button called above where you, about, where you learn about the page. Right above there is probably the most important piece of real estate, because you can add a link in there, contact information, calls to action. We'll go look at all this. And then on every post out there, you can change the date. So if you change the date, you can reuse that post you want to pin going forward. So do go around, play around with your page before publishing it. Do go out and talk to your graphic artist if they've done any custom landing pages, or if you've done them yourself, you need to get with TabSite or whoever you're using and see what changes they may have to the pixel sizes. Also, ask questions on my Springboard wall if you get stuck. Happy to try and answer them and learn with you. And then get creative on how you're going to market. Think outside the box, how you're going to go out and use the new design for marketing. And don't publish it until you're ready. No need to till March 30th. And reviews Facebook T's and C's because they have a lot of terms and conditions around the cover photo. Don't complain, which is what I have been doing for the last 24 hours, mumbling and grumbling in my brain. But don't complain. There's nothing we can do about it. It's a free tool. They're the driver. And then go review those T's and C's. So you do not want to have your page removed by being out of compliance. Even more and more crucial. And yes, they will remove your page. Okay. So let's go ahead and head over to Facebook land. And I am going to go ahead and go to my page. Just start right there so you'll see what we're doing here. I have not published this yet, but I do want to show you there's a whole new section. It's asking, do you want to publish it? Do you want to take a tour? I strongly recommend you take the tour. It takes about 5 minutes. I took it last night, so do that. You can always go back to your old design anytime. Until you publish your page, then you cannot. Help, go to help if you want to go read terms and conditions, etc. Now the admin panel you can hide so that you don't see this. No one else sees the administrative panel except you and anybody else that manages your page. So in the admin panel you see notifications by people, you see new likes, and all you have to do is click see all if you want to see all the likes, and insights, that's where you access your insights. Pretty much it. Here's where if you had a message from somebody, it would be sitting right in your messages section of the administration panel. Under the admin panel manage, you can edit your page here. You can go to your activity log. You can see who you've banned, and you can use Facebook as Springboard instead of Shelly. Under the build audience, this is where you invite email contacts, invite your friends, share your page, or create an ad. And help is what we discussed. So you can go check out these features. But I'm going to go ahead and hide the administrators panel. Now this is what the new page looks like. And as you see, that is my old Facebook logo. I'm going to keep it as it stands. I'm not going to worry about that. What I'm more concerned about is this new cover photo. I don't even have one added yet because I'm going to probably get someone to design something. Not sure how much we can do with the cover photo. As it says, the space is not meant for promotions, coupons, advertisements. Your cover photo should not be primarily text-based or infringe on anyone else's copyright. So if you're going to use a picture, make sure you've paid for the rights to use a photo that you might find. Go to learn more to how to do the cover photo. All right. So let's look at what else we have here on our new Facebook page. Here's where it says how many people like your page, who's talking about it. Now, over on the left, this to me is the most important piece of real estate, other than that cover photo, number one. That's going to be something engaging. But if you look at this, this is where you can actually add a link. I kind of played around with it last night. I said social media training, speaking since there, and I gave it my email address. Click, I kind of try to point. Click on welcome, there's my welcome, and like Springboard's page for social media, download, and then I got cut off. So you want to mess around, you can just have links here if you want, even a link to your welcome page. Again, I'm going to play around with every one of these links. Let me click on my welcome page. Every one of these links have a custom URL, so get creative on, where can I put that URL? Let's go back. I might want to put it right here and please go like my page for special offers, and then leave it at that. Notice that I imported an image. Every one of these can have a custom image. We're going to show that in a minute. Other than photos, you can't mess with photos, but every one of these, I have 12 different applications, and every one of these can be edited. So if I click on the pencil, I can go in and change these around. I can remove this from favorites, which means it won't be up there in the top 3 that I show. I can edit the settings for it, which is where I can change the photo right there. I can change the image right there. And then I can give it any name that I want. Not a lot of room up here, but I can name it. Now, if I want to move any of these around and have them up at the top, I can do that as well. I've chosen to have my welcome page and join my mail list. Those I believe are the most important for marketing, at least right now, until I have more time to digest this. Okay, going back to Springboard's page, because I want to make sure we start from where we were. Alright, so there's that most important piece of real estate that you can click on and go in and edit anytime you want under the About section. It's right under, let's see, right there. You can go in and edit that. You can edit any of these sections. Nothing really has changed there except where you can access it. Alright, so going back to the top. So there are the main icons. You want to consider what you're going to put there, what images you're going to put there, and what you want to feature. The About button is where we just were. You can go in and edit that and add all kinds of information. This is where I can send a message to anybody, any of my likes. So if I go in and send a message, we'll just call it a test message. Well, this is actually a reply, excuse me. Now it's not letting me send a specific message. There we go. I clicked on that message and now I can say new message. I can send it to whoever I want. Let's just say myself, because I'm a fan of Springboard, and we'll just say test 2, and I'll show you where that ends up. So we'll go back to Springboard. And now, when I go into my admin panel, right up there at the right, it should show me, well, it must have worked. Remember something, this is all new, so they're rolling it out. Who knows what's going to work, what's not going to work. It hasn't even been officially launched. But you would see a message right here in message. That the only people that can see those messages are you. Let's look at admin settings. Yeah, this is where you would go in and manage, and they've added some more post visibility. You can go in and check all this out. Okay, let's go back to the page. Scrolling down, I'm going to go ahead and hide my administrator panel so we don't see that. Scrolling down, try hide again. As I mentioned, there's going to be kind of bugs and growing pains not allowing me to hide my administrator panel. This happened before about 10 times. It clicked on the help and it's trying to open help. There's the help. Alright, it's not going to let me hide. I'll just scroll down. Okay, there we go. So I don't have my cover photo in there. I'm not ready to do that yet. But you'll notice, just like on your timeline on your personal page, if you have that, there's your timeline. And scrolling down, notice this button. This is what's probably my biggest pet peeve. Highlights. It's only giving me what Facebook thinks should be highlighted on my news feed on my business page. I can say just show me post by others, post by the page, or post by my friends. Not happy about that at all. I like to get page posts and others. Maybe they'll change that. Who knows? Okay, scrolling on down, there's our typical status update. And this is where you might add a milestone. If you decide to add a milestone, like maybe the year your business was founded, it has to have a year and has to have a photo, you can go ahead and have that milestone. It'll save it. I'll show you one that I created here. And then those milestones will be in that About section, featured in the About section. Notice I have pinned. See that little flag? That means it's been pinned. And the pin will last for 7 days. So I thought, how about pinning a status update that gives people a link to my welcome page? And I have this pin now, so if anyone's on my wall, if they go to my wall, they'll see this. They can click here, and I'm encouraging them to go ahead and like my page, and you'll get special offers. So that's what I suggest you do with a pin. You can edit it and remove it by clicking. You can change the date, so when that pin expires, I can go repin it by changing the date on it and starting that 7-day cycle again. I can hide any posts from the page. I can delete the post, and I can unpin the status update anytime I want. Scrolling down, any status updates, as you can see, have options next to it. You can edit and remove, or you can highlight. If you highlight a post, it's going to go and become double wide. or not. As I said, Facebook is working on this. It should have done that. It should have made it into a double wide, oh, there it is, a double wide post. So now that post is double, it takes up the whole space. It's more featured on there. Let me show you a milestone that I created yesterday, last night. I decided to create a milestone. I called it the Facebook launches new timeline yesterday on the earth. And there I used a picture showing everything is blown up. So consider how you want to do this. You can add or remove it. You can remove it from highlights and make it not a milestone. Again, there's timeline. You're looking at now versus going back in time and seeing posts. And you can just go in and see highlights, what is highlighted on that page. I'm going to say post by others. And now all I'll see on my page, let's try and hide this admin panel again. Hide. There we go. Now I hit it. Will be posts by people, not by my page. Not real pleased with that. I'm going to go back and do highlights. At least we get more of a mix. Alright, so let's see, what else do we need to cover here? Every time you see that little star, this is where you can visit Help Center, share, unlike, view insights. You can go to many different places right there. Send a private message to somebody that likes your page. Let's see what else. Make sure we covered most of the stuff I wanted to show you. Cover page, we talked about the profile pic, image is changing, tabs at the top are customizable. For custom pages to use, for apps, pin and update, feature a milestone, private message, yes, we covered all that. View apps, photos above, reorder them if you'd like. About section, that important piece of real estate, change dates, and I think pretty much that was it. So let me drop in and do a shout out for my insider group coming up March 5th. We're going to be doing a session on Pinterest, one of the fastest growing new social networks out there. Great for posting infographics, pictures, videos, anything really. So if you want to jump into our insider circle, we have a live webinar which is also recorded. If you can't make the first Monday from 11 to 12:30 Central Time, we'll record it. And if you sign up, we'll give you some bonuses by sharing some past recorded sessions that we've done on Google+, LinkedIn, and Facebook. $19 a month, and you also will be part of our insider group. So feel free to ask me to sign you up for that. I'll send you a link so you can sign up. Email me. Some classes coming up in Houston, Google+ on March 7th, LinkedIn on March 9th, all in Houston, and Facebook March 27th down in Clear Lake. We're going to head down to Clear Lake. Thank you so much for your attention today. I really appreciate it, and let's all just keep learning and sharing with others how we can best use the new Facebook timeline for business pages to market our businesses. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.